Today is Saturday, October 17th. I'm going to do my makeup for you. My dad's out hunting, so I'm going to see my Aunt Melissa and Uncle Bill. So let's get into this. First, I'm going to start with my Becca primer, and I'm going to tell you about my trip so far. Let's roll up these sleeves. So first, when I was on my train ride, it was quite long, 11 to 12 hours. Sitting on the train was quite different. It was my first train ride, so I didn't know what to expect. It was very cold, and because of COVID, nobody sat next to you, which was very nice. And I went from Salisbury, North Carolina to Penn Station, New York. And my mom sent me off and my dad picked me up because I was seeing my dad and my family here in New York, obviously, as you guys have seen so far. Let me smooth this in a little bit. Rub this in a little bit. I mess up my words sometimes. There we go. When I got there, we got lost. I couldn't find my dad for a little while. And then we lost my Uncle Dick. So we had to find him. And then we got lost trying to get out of Manhattan, which I didn't get video of because it was raining, and it was just seeing my dad and my Uncle Dick in 5 years was just a reunion I didn't want videoed. So I will video what I got on my phone, so you guys will have already seen that. We went over the George Washington Bridge, which was really cool. The first time I will have seen that. And we finally got home. It was really late. It was about 8 o'clock. So we ate McDonald's because it was too late to really cook anything, and we went to sleep. And the next day we went to see my Aunt Melissa and Uncle Bill. And where's my, okay, here it is. Which was really nice. I love my uncles and aunts to death. Like, they are the first people that saw me when I was born. They are like my dad and my mom. Like, they are everything. So I've missed them so much, and to see them again is just like heaven. To be in New York is just like heaven. So we saw them for a while, and we came back and started to make some food. And I forgot what we ate. My memory's shot. But the next day we went up and saw my Uncle Dick and Aunt Sherry. And the worst thing happened, which was my ostomy broke, of course, because I was wearing a cute outfit. And it got all over my clothes. So we had to go back home, cut the reunion short, which I did see them the first day. I got to see Aunt Sherry and Ma, but it wasn't like a long reunion. It was just like a hug, how are you doing, goodbye, like see you Wednesday type of thing. So I got to see them. You guys will have seen the little film that I got of them. Their dogs are pretty big dogs. They're cute. The one, Xena, she loves to play. I didn't say her name in the video, but she's the bigger dog of the two. But so we got home and I changed my ostomy bag and we started making a pot of fish and pasta. Of course pasta, I'm Italian. And broccoli and garlic. Of course wow, I can't speak. Of course garlic, I'm Italian. The next day we just stayed at home. I just wanted to spend time with my dad, and we made a pot of sauce and threw it back to old times, a little throwback to playing Monopoly like I did when I lived here. And normally he wins, and this time was a little different because I actually won. And we ate some sauce. Of course, I didn't put my phone on silent. I'm so sorry. But we ate some sauce, some spaghetti, and it was amazing, of course. My dad's a great cook. And the next day, we went out looking for cars, which was yesterday. Looking for my first car, and we hit a bunch of dead ends, which you guys saw. I didn't exactly explain that we were hitting dead ends. We narrowed it down to 2 cars, the blue car and the gray car, and we drove the blue car, and the tires were really bad on it. Hold on. Am I even in frame? The tires were really bad. And the muffler was even worse. But we still drove it and decided that it definitely was not what we wanted. It had too many problems. So we tried the gray car. The gray car was a Chevy Cavalier 2004. And my mom, it threw me back to my mom, who always drove Cavaliers. My whole life, she's always had a Cavalier, and they always were a great car. And so my dad drove it because he's not an expert, but really good at telling if there's anything wrong with the car, like a shaking in the wheel, or the brakes need something. Just little things. So he drove it first, and then I drove it back, and it felt great, and we both decided that this was definitely number 1. So we asked the guy if we could take it to our own mechanic to just take a look at it. And the guy was nice enough and let us take it. And our mechanic, Dwayne, who you guys would have saw, you didn't meet him, but you saw where we were at his shop. Well, John's shop. Dwayne is a mechanic there. He's really good. So is John. But anyways, he looked at it. He's had a few Cavaliers as well, and said it was really good and great shape and would be a really good car for me. So we signed the deal and got the car. So I got my first car. and I'm so happy and excited. And I have to thank my dad for helping me and doing everything he did for me with getting the car. So today I'm going back over to my Aunt Melissa and Uncle Bill's house and just spending time with them, as much time as I can get with everyone. And while my dad's out hunting with my Uncle Dick. So that's the plan. And that's what it's been like so far. So I'll give you another update later on in the week. But let's finish this makeup look. So we're using, well, what we used so far is Rare Beauty's foundation as well as their concealer. We used the Too Faced Soleil, Chocolate Soleil matte bronzer. And we used the Laura Mercier translucent powder, which I started using not too long ago, maybe a week ago, and it is amazing. Same with the Becca primer. This is the Becca First Light Priming Filter. Alright, so next we're going in with the Rare Beauty blush in the shade Bliss. And I'm going to rub it in. Don't think I put enough. There we go. It's really pigmented. There we go. Let's put a little bit more on this side because we want them to be even. Okay. I love these little blushes. There we go. Next we're going to use the Rare Beauty Luminizer in the shade Mesmerize. Very beautiful, just the right shade for my skin tone. I use it every time I do my makeup, which is almost every day. Very pretty. It's not overly blinding. It's just perfect. Down the bridge of your nose and back to the high points of your cheekbones. Alright, next we're going to do eyeshadow. I'm going to do one eye off camera and I'll be back to do the other eye. So we are going to use the Hocus Pocus palette from ColourPop called Gather Round Sisters. And this is the eye look we're going to do. So first we're going to use On Toast. And lightly go in your crease. And do windshield wiper motions. And then we're going to take a fluffier brush. This is the Morphe M433. And we're going to blend that out. Disperse the color around. Alright. This brush I'm using mainly is the Morphe M456. Next we're going to use Bewitched in our outer V, outer corner of our eye. Some in our not inner corner, our crease. Sorry, my camera's right down there. That's what I'm looking at. Okay. Next we're going to use Yabos in our inner corner, and we're going to use our finger. Then we're going to build it up to our liking. Let me take a look. Yeah. Next, we are going to do the same little order that we did on Toast and then Bewitched on our lower lash line. Well, that didn't work. I had previous color on my brush. That's why you always wash your brushes. But it's okay because we're going in with, I call it a bus. It's a deeper bluish black color. I'm colorblind, so I'm not exactly sure what color it is, but from what I've heard, it's a black. But it looks more like a blue to me. I'm not sure. But we're going in with it. Then we're going to take the M152 brush from Morphe and blend it out. Like that. Next, we're going to take this pencil brush from Lavish and we're going to use Wench for our inner corner. Okay. Next we're going to do mascara. This is Lily Lashes Triple X Mascara. Okay. And second to last, we're going to use the NYX Lippy in the shade Cali. We're going to let the mascara dry for a sec. Alright, now that that's dry, we are going to use the Milk Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. Give it a little shake, and we're going to spray. And take our beauty sponge and pat down. Blend it all together. And there we go. That's the makeup look for today. And now I'm going to show you my outfit. So it's a hoodie and my favorite pants, and my hair is French braided. So, I hope you enjoyed this makeup look, and I'll see you guys later. It is Sunday, October 18th. We're staying in, just spending time with Dad again. We're going to play some Yahtzee and make some pizza. Here's the Yahtzee. Yahtzee!
Oh, come on.
Right off the bat, my dad gets a Yahtzee.
First row, first game. First row at a game.
What is that?
First row at a game.
Yep. So we're done playing Yahtzee, and Dad beat me at pretty much all of them, except maybe 2 that I won. And now we're making pizza. We're starting off with the dough rising, and I'll take you into the kitchen. Here's the dough. We're getting it all nice and warm so it can rise a little bit, and it takes a couple of hours, but it'll be maybe a second for you guys to see the pizza next. And I'll take you through the whole pizza, how my dad makes it and everything to the finished product. So I hope you guys enjoy what you see next. Playing Monopoly, fighting to get out of jail. Right, Dad?
Yeah.
Yes. So you're gonna need some sauce, which we already had, my dad made. And depending on what you're going to make on your pizza, we're gonna have Genoa, pepperoni, onions, and mushrooms. You're gonna chop it up, which my dad did. And he's cleaning the mushrooms now and gonna chop them up. He broke up the mozzarella. And once the dough rises, which is heating up, rising now, he's going to roll it out. So he just got done cleaning And he's going to cut them up.
Okay, you have to get out of the way now.
Alright.
Pretty sure this is done. Yeah.
Brownies. They smell delicious.
Yeah.
Frozen?
Hey, brownies are done.
I would have never guessed they were done. Frozen?
Yeah, they're fried.
So you slice them up. Pizza size.
I don't even need one of these.
Yeah. And I'll see you guys when the dough rolls out. Here's the dough. Dad's flouring it a little bit. Testing it. He's heating it for a minute. We negated the onions, so it's just going to be pepperoni, Genoa, and mushrooms.
Want pickles on it?
No pickles. How do you test it?
If you press in and then it slowly comes back out, it's usually ready. It's there. Oh, I don't have no cornmeal. Huh. It's gonna be a bitch. No. I had a little bit of cornmeal. Oh well. You open around. It's a little bit too much dough for that little pan, but you know, it might be a little thick. Smells like pizza dough.
TJ Gordon, the wide receiver, being carted off. The Giants have just had their concern right now is with his neck. He is currently in the X-ray room here at the stadium. They're evaluating him to determine what they need to do from there.
So can you use too much flour on this?
Well, yeah. I mean, when you're doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's rolling it.
Put just a little bit of stuff on here. Well, yeah, that's good.
What'd you grab?
Febreze.
A little oil?
Should use cornmeal, but I just want something down right so it don't stick.
Take a paper towel and you rub it around the pan. Ready to rock and roll. And some sauce.
Here's a mushroom. The mushrooms are screwing me up here.
Cheese.
Well, you know what? It's all the cheese I got left. I'm going to throw it on there.
Sounds good to me.
So maybe a little bit more than normal, but what am I going to do with that little bit of cheese sitting in there? Rid of that. About one in the middle. Fill in spaces. Well, a little bit too much mushrooms too, but no big problem.
And some more cheese. Can never go wrong with cheese. Ain't it beautiful? And we're gonna bake it. See you in a bit when it's done. This is the finished pizza.